teaching what we think we are teaching? Are students learning what they are supposed to be learning? Is there a way to teach the subject better, thereby promoting better learning? As teachers, it is in our assessments where we will find the answers to the big questions. Assessment within the programs of study. From the programs of study, I choose my objective or my target. Targets describe in specific terms what will be accomplished by a certain time. This is an example of that. On the left, you will see that I chose an objective from the math program of study. I then used it in my assessment. This allows teachers to assess whether they are heading where they intend to go and how well they are moving towards their desired outcome. Assessment in progress in relation to a target may lead to the recognition that a different target could be more helpful. For example, I once had a lesson based on the book Snowmen at Night, and I only chose to assess objectives from the art program of study. But after conducting some formative assessment, I realized that I could include other objectives as well. Through assessment, I was able to modify my targets I gathered from the programs of study. At first, I was only going to assess the art objectives at the top. However, after formative assessment, I realized that I could include 2 English language arts objectives as well. Struggling with self-efficacy. I once knew a student who had been told that she worked too slowly and took too long to express what she was thinking. She felt that she could never finish her tasks when everyone else did, so she didn't bother trying. We know that a resilient sense of efficacy requires experience in overcoming obstacles through persevering effort. But how do we give our students the opportunity to overcome these obstacles? Because this student learns at a different pace, be sure to celebrate small successes, assess more frequently. Let's evaluate more than subject grades. Be sure to take dispositions into account. Give the student more time, cut assessments down into smaller parts. Continually give your students feedback. These types of assessment will boost the student's confidence in their ability to learn while also informing the teacher of how the student learns best. You can plan your upcoming assessments and lessons based on what you have learned from the student. Standardized tests can place a huge amount of stress on students and teachers alike. They create disadvantages for students who do not perform well on tests or do not have background knowledge necessary to complete questions effectively. They also create a limited scope of learning and success. The tests give us comparable results. It lets us know where we can improve for the next year. It also helps teachers and administrators develop an action plan towards improving instruction. Also, the achievement tests are aligned with the curriculum. One of the key components I learned through this course is the power of personal communication as effective assessment. What is personal communication assessment? It is verbally communicating with students in a purposeful manner. It is an effective and efficient way to gather information about students to plan for upcoming lessons. And it is used to introduce a topic and to probe students' depth of understanding. Why is personal communication assessment important? It can make an adequate inference of student performance. It helps teachers understand their students' reasoning behind their responses. And it creates a safe learning environment for your students.